Hi guys, welcome to the channel. Today I wanted to look at the question that many beginning players are asking themselves when they're starting their Sorare journey. Do I go for a limited team or do I go for a still decent, a rare team? Here are 8 reasons why you should not even bother going with a rare team and go for a star limited team. Reason number 1 is playing with world's top players. Players that you watch, players that play for the biggest clubs in Europe. This is important from a fandom point of view, but also an important factor from a Sorare manager perspective. Because when you think about it, these top players are being covered by way more reporters and media outlets worldwide.
Tonight you became the youngest player in UEFA Champions League history to score a first-half hat-trick. How are you feeling right now?
I feel very good.
Why that's important is because whenever there is something going on with these players, everybody knows about it. So finding information about injuries or suspensions is gonna be very easy. And if you're able to find out the information about injuries or suspensions, that means that your lineups are going to be that much more effective because you're able to avoid these otherwise unavoidable DNPs. In the Sorare game, knowledge is power. If you know something that the other players don't, or if it's simply easier to find information about your particular players, they will always have the upper hand. Reason number 2, these players are proven household names and members of their national teams. Why this is important is pretty simple. If you are playing with star players, these players are not only stars for their clubs, they're also stars for their national teams. Managers start building their squads with these players in mind. This means that these players are going to be your nailed-in starters. And why that's important? If you have starters, you know they're going to play week in and week out. And if they don't, everybody knows about it because they are star players. Go back to check reason number 1. Reason number 2 is the Champions League. Champions League falls into the realm of what Sorare managers refer to as a midweek utility. Most of the league games happen during the weekend. This is because the midweek or the week is reserved for the continental competitions like Europa League, Champions League, Copa Sudamericana, or Copa Libertadores. Your star players are going to be a part of the squads for the most important games for their clubs. And there is nothing more important for the European clubs than Champions League. Everybody wants to play in Champions League, everybody wants to win the Champions League. Going for players from teams like Real Madrid, Manchester City, Liverpool, for these and other clubs, Champions League is their top priority. That's why all of their star players are going to be featuring in those games. For you as a Sorare manager, this means that you're not only going to be winning rewards during the weekends, but also during the week. And this is very important. Reason number 4, there will always be other Sorare managers interested in buying your cards. Going through the first couple of reasons, everyone wants to play stars. So if you have star players in your club, there will always be people interested in buying them. So whenever you decide that you want to take a different direction, there will always be the market for the cards that you already have. This leads us to reason number 5, these cards being a good store of value. Since there will always be market for these cards, with these cards the value is going to be stored and you're always going to be able to sell them in the future, should you decide to do so. Reason number 6 is the ease to find information about DNPs, injuries, or suspensions. So I already covered this when talking about reason number 1, but I think it's important to cover it on its own as well. Number 1 killer of Sorare lineups is players not playing, not being featured in the game. If you are able to find the information about that player playing or not, you're going to be ahead of the game. So consider that when building your team. Reason number 7, star players are good scorers week in and week out. You're going to win a lot. Why these players are star players is because they are at the top of the game. They're the best players out there. And why they're the best players out there? Because they play the best. They assist if they're midfielders and taking set pieces for their team. They score goals if they're strikers or wingers. Good defenders keep clean sheets and have many successful tackles. Good goalkeepers keep clean sheets as well with their defense, but also make a lot of saves and rack up points this way. Going for star teams allows you to have very, very good winning potential in the game. Reason number 8, international tournaments eligibility. Here we're talking about Euros, the World Cup, Copa America, or AFCON. The star players are part of their national teams, and national teams every 2 years or so take part in the international tournaments. With these players like Bernardo Silva, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Van Dijk, Vinicius Jr., Jude Bellingham, you know that these players are going to be featuring in their national teams always. These players are in the forefront when their national team managers are building their starting 11s, which for you as a Sorare manager gives you that peace of mind that if you have those players, you do not have to worry about them being dropped out of the squad. There won't be a squad if they're not in it. Alright guys, this is it. It was a very quick video, but I hope that it gave you a little bit of information about which way to go. Old school of Sorare thinking was to build these rare teams because the rewards are more valuable. You can win a rare Mbappe, right? That's worth whatever, like $2,000. But that is just not going to happen. Players, big players, whales, put out teams that are much stronger, much more expensive than yours, and are battling for those players. So a much smarter approach is going with a star limited team, which allows you to win rewards consistently and build out your team that way. This is it guys. Thank you so much for tuning in and watching this video. If you are new to Sorare, there is a link in the description of this video that you can use to sign up for the game. Now, while the Euro 2024 tournament is going on, this is actually a perfect moment to get started. Simply because Sorare is running very good prize pools for this tournament, allowing you to win much more rewards than you're able to during the normal weekends. So do consider that. If you use my link, you will get some extra bonuses that you wouldn't get otherwise if you had just gone the direct route through the website. Alright guys, thank you so much and hope you have a great day. Bye.